It's Lancaster Country Day versus Solanco in today's Brainbusters Showdown. Get ready for an exciting contest here on WGAL8 Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGAL8 Brainbusters, celebrating 25 years. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our show. Our 25th season continues. I'm glad you're here today because we are once again featuring two great teams to challenge each other here on Brainbusters. A warm welcome to Lancaster Country Day and Solanco. I hope you're as eager as I am to spend a half hour with them. Before we begin, though, allow me the pleasure of introducing our teams to you. First, a welcome back after several years of absence to the Lancaster Country Day Brainbusters team. First, we have Mrs. Amelia Kossoff. She is the Lancaster Country Day head of school. Welcome. She is one of the coaches. I'm going to introduce the others in just a moment. Next, we have Sia. She is a freshman, our first player. Then our alternate is Michael. He is a junior. Our captain is Sir. He is a junior. And in between Sir and the James, we have Lily. She is a sophomore, the other alternate from Lancaster Country Day. And finally, we have James, and he is a freshman. Welcome to the Lancaster Country Day Brainbusters team. I would like to give a shout out to Dr. Todd Trout, middle and upper school science teacher, and Mrs. Morgan Schramm, English teacher, and the middle school dean of students who put together this fantastic team, but were unable to be here today. So a warm welcome to the Lancaster Country Day Brainbusters team. And now let's meet our team from Solanco. First, we have Rhiannon. She is a junior. She is today's alternate. Next, we have Lucy. She is a senior, the first player. Next in line, we have Brianna. She is a junior, another one of the alternates from Solanco. The captain is Amitai. He is a senior. Next to Amitai is Thomas. He is a junior, the third of the alternates. And the final player in today's competition from Solanco is John. He is a senior. And right next to John is Mr. Kaylee Rourke, the gifted education teacher from Solanco. Welcome to the Solanco Brainbusters team. Now, everybody, introductions are over. Pick up your signaling buttons and let's get to work now because here comes today's opening round. Good grief. First published in 1950, this cartoonist created Peanuts, this beloved comic strip. Amitai.
Schultz.
Charles Schultz created Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the cast of unforgettable characters, and that's for 10 points. In what 1954 novel will you find this famous couplet? One ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them. Amitai again.
Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. You are correct for another 10 points. This U.S. state was named for the wife of Charles I, Queen Henrietta Maria. Which state is it, sir?
Maryland.
Maryland, and that gets Lancaster Country Day on the board for 10 points. A second-rate burglary at this hotel and office complex brought down the Nixon administration. Amitai.
The Watergate complex?
The Watergate. It occurred on June 17, 1972. In 1935, he founded the American Institute of Public Opinion, and his name has become almost synonymous with public opinion polls. Who was he? We stumped you on Gallup, George Gallup, the Gallup poll. In 1958, this nuclear-powered submarine became the first to make a successful submerged voyage under the North Pole. What was this SSN 571 named for Captain Nemo's craft in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Sia.
The Nautilus.
The Nautilus, good for you for 10 points. Stan Marsh, Eric Cartman, Kenny McCormick, and Kyle Amitai.
South Park?
They're all featured four boys on the animated comedy series South Park. According to Charles' law, if the pressure of a gas is constant, the volume of the gas will vary directly related to this. What will cause the gas to shrink or inflate? John.
Temperature.
Temperature will indeed for 10 points. Yes, Guy Montag is a fireman hired to burn the possessions of those. Amitai.
Fahrenheit 451.
Fahrenheit 451 is this novel by Ray Bradbury. And now, here's today's audio question. Players, please buzz in when I ask who's speaking.
For more than 500 days, every day a day, we have toiled and suffered.
Who's speaking? Amitai.
Churchill?
Winston Churchill. Good for you for 10 points for your team. During World War I, it was the first gas used in chemical warfare. What is this yellowish green halogen? John?
Mustard gas?
No, sorry. Sia.
Chlorine gas.
Chlorine is correct. Good for you. It is extremely ductile. A cubic centimeter of it can be drawn into a wire a mile long. It dissolves only in aqua regia. What metal has atomic number 79? Amitai.
Gold?
Gold does, yes. In the 5th century, he was the scourge of God, one of the most feared enemies of the Roman empires. Who was this Hun? Sir? Attila the Hun, yes. Divide the number of members in the House of Representatives by the number in the Senate to 2 decimal places. What's the quotient? Sir, again.
53.8.
Oh, no, sorry. Oh, we stumped you on 4.35, 435 and 100 senators. Andrew Johnson, Howard Baker, and Albert Gore Jr. have all been senators from this state. What state is it, John?
Tennessee.
It is indeed Tennessee. Newton called it quantity of motion. What is this product of mass and velocity? James?
Force.
Not force, nope, sorry. Amitai?
Impulse?
No, sorry, it's momentum. Buttercup was raised on a small farm in the country of Florin. What fantasy romance novel by S. Morgenstern, abridged by William Goldman, begins with this sentence? It's The Princess Bride. Marcel Duchamp named them. Alexander Calder made them. What are these hanging sculptures that move with currents of the air? Oh, Sia.
Wind chimes.
Not wind chimes, no, sorry. Oh, those are called mobiles. Well, that sound takes us to the end of the round. We had a great game going, a little slow right now for Lancaster Country Day, 40-90, but it's early on. We're coming back, though, with much more. Now, you're watching your favorite high school quiz show, WGAL8 Brainbusters. We'll return with the one-on-one rapid fire and 60-second team lightning rounds after this break.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. Participants on WGAL8 Brainbusters each receive this mini notebook and stylus pen, and the top 4 winning teams will share grants totaling $10,000. So good luck, teams. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back as we continue our match with Lancaster Country Day in Solanco. You know, Brainbusters takes pride in supporting the brilliant young minds in the Susquehanna Valley. Let's meet our individual players in today's one-on-one rapid fire. First, we say hello to Sia. Sia, you've done very well in that first round of play. Welcome to Brainbusters for the first time. So here's our question for today's round. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Well, definitely I hope to get into a good college for sure. Either to study biology to prepare for studying parasites, or to study engineering in hopes of becoming an NTSB investigator someday. And who knows, maybe I'll find something else that scares my dog other than the kitchen strainer and a French horn.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck making that happen. And now let's meet our other player, your opposition here from Solanco, Lucy. Welcome to Brainbusters.
I hope in the next 5 years to have graduated college with a degree in mathematics or statistics.
Fantastic. Maybe go on to teaching, perhaps?
Maybe.
It's a great career. Well, it's a great ambition regardless. Lucy and Sia, stay with your ambition right now as we put you two one-on-one. Awfully good. Minor crisis, only choice, alone together, brilliant ignorance. What figure of speeches are these pieces of examples of, Lucy?
Oxymoron.
They are indeed oxymoron, self-contradictory expressions like wise fool. Good for you for 10 points. His conquest of Gaul extended the Roman world to the North Sea, and he led the first Roman invasion of Britain in 55 BC. What general became ruler of Rome? Sia.
Julius Caesar.
He did in 48 BC. Good for you for 10 points. And finally, in electricity, it's a circuit with more than one path. In geometry, they're lines which will not intersect no matter how far they're extended. Lucy?
Parallel?
They are parallel. Yes, good for you for another 10 points. Okay, let's meet our next two players, which are two captains. First, we welcome for the first time, Sir, from Lancaster Country Day. I hope you're having a good time. It's nice to have you here. So what about you, Sir? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Just junior year of college, hopefully doing well, preferably somewhere down in Texas, and just, living life.
Well, great. I can see that you are driven, no doubt about it. Amitai, the captain of the team from Solanco. What about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Getting into college, hopefully graduating college within the next 5 years, and seeing as much of the world as I can, really.
I don't blame you. That's a plan with real potential. Good for you. Amitai and Sir, you both have great potential to answer all three of these questions as we put you two one-on-one. Here is a question about presidential trivia. We know that James Madison was the shortest U.S. president. Abraham Lincoln was the tallest. At more than 300 pounds, who was the heaviest president, Sir?
William Howard Taft.
William H. Taft. Good for you for 10 points. American literature is full of famous fictional families. What is the last name of the family in John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath? Amitai.
Howard?
Not Howard? Nope. Sorry. Sir, any idea? We stumped you on Jode, the Jode family. And finally, this poisonous element is so reactive that it's never found alone in nature. In air, it has an eerie greenish glow. What element has the symbol P? Amitai.
Polonium?
Nope, sorry. Sir? Oh, we stumped you on phosphorus. 60 to 110. We still have a slight lead for Solanco, but let's see what happens as we introduce our third players in today's match. First, we welcome James. James, nice to have you here from Lancaster Country Day. So what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Well, hopefully within 5 years I'll have my Eagle Scout and I'll be in college.
On Eagle Scout, good for you. That is a really thoughtful and wonderful goal. And John, what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Well, hopefully in the next 5 years I would have graduated college with a degree in English and would be entering into a graduate program of some sorts.
Well, that's a great ambition. I know once you get into school and college, it's hard to leave ever. But don't leave right now because we have 3 questions for James and John as we put you two one-on-one. Marines sing of the halls of Montezuma on the shores of Tripoli. The halls of Montezuma, of course, are in the modern country of Mexico. In what North African country could... John?
Libya.
In Libya, you would visit the shores of Tripoli. Good anticipation. Given a brief example, identify the following poetic form. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree. John again?
Haiku.
No, not haiku. James?
Limerick?
No, it's a couplet. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree. And finally, go west, young man and women, and identify this trail leading west. What mail trail ran from St. Joseph's, Missouri to Sacramento, California in 1860 and 1861? James?
The Oregon Trail?
Not the Oregon Trail, no, sorry. John? We stumped you on Pony Express. Okay, 60 to 120. We're going to pick up the pace now and play today's 60-second Team Lightning Round. Sir, your team is behind at this point, but not that far behind, only by 60 points, but you have your work cut out for you, and you can do it with one of these 3 quizzes. How about some potpourri? Capital D, triplets.
Capital D.
Capital D. It's delightful, it's demanding, it's demonic. For 10 points each, identify these people, places, and things whose names all begin with a capital D. Sir, I take your answer as the team's answer. Sia and James are ready to help you along. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck to all 3 of you, and here we go. Hamlet is prince of this country in Shakespeare's play.
Denmark.
Denmark is correct. June 6, 1944, when Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy.
D-Day.
D-Day, yes. She took a Philistine bride and cut Samson's hair.
Pass.
Delilah, singer involved in the recent dispute with Kendrick Lamar.
Drake.
Drake is correct. John Hancock was the first to sign this document in 17...
Declaration of Independence.
That is correct. This 3-letter word can precede Giovanni, Juan, and Quixote.
Pass.
Dawn, a count from Transylvania.
Dracula.
Dracula. Yes, this company produced Lilo and Stitch, Toy Story, and Frozen.
Disney.
Disney did. From a popular song of the day, this became a nickname for the Confederate South.
Dixie.
Dixie, yes, the Spanish surrealist painted The Persistence of Memory.
Pass.
Dali, the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere is in the desert basin of California and
Valley.
Nevada.
Death Valley.
Correct. The arid, eroded areas of the Great Plains in the 1930s.
Pass.
Dust Bowl, 3,000 years old. This city is Syria's capital.
Damascus.
Damascus is correct. Oh, well done. Wow, they did a great job. 9 correct. Sir C and James, good teamwork. Well done. 90 points came your way. Amitai, it's up to you with the 2 remaining quizzes we have. How about some potpourri and triplets?
Triplets?
Triplets it is. Like triplets, people often come in groups of 3, like Larry, Moe, and Curly, the 3 Stooges. Or, of course, Peter, Paul, and Mary. So for 10 points each, identify these threesomes. Amitai, take your answer as the team's answer. Lucy and John are ready to help you along. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck, and here we go. The bones in your ear, the hammer, the anvil, and...
Cochlea?
Stirrup. Dorothy's 3 companions, the Tin Woodsman, the Scarecrow, and...
The lion?
Lion is correct. They first appeared on Rice Krispies in the 1930s. Snap, Crackle, and...
Pop?
Pop is correct. The 3 Bs of classical music, Bach, Beethoven, and...
Pass?
Brahms. President Jefferson, President Nixon, President Truman, Tom, Dick, and...
Harry?
Harry is correct. Those sleepy-eyed nursery rhyme characters, Winkin', Blinkin', and...
Pass?
Nod. Those literary Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily, and...
Anne?
Anne is correct. The 3 sons of Adam and Eve, Cain, Abel, and...
Noah?
Seth. The 3 musketeers, Athos, Porthos, and...
Pass?
Aramis, Peter Rabbit's 3 sisters, Flopsy, Mopsy, and...
Hopsy?
Cottontail, the Hindu trinity, Brahma, Shiva, and...
Vishnu?
Vishnu is correct. The 3 Earp brothers at the OK Corral, Morgan, Virgil, and...
Pass?
Wyatt. Rome's first triumvirate, Pompey, Crassus, and...
Caesar?
Caesar is correct. The 3 lake poets, Southey, Wordsworth, and Coleridge. 6 correct. 60 points came your way. Wow, that makes it very exciting. 150 to 180. A really exciting lightning round. So before we head into break, let's reveal today's bonus Brain Buster category. Each team will wager from 0 to 25 points based on their familiarity with the country of Italy. Well, we'll unpack the bonus Brain Buster question and head right into the final frenzy when WGAL 8 Brain Busters continues in a moment or 2.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL 8 Brain Busters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brain Busters.
Well, hello, everybody. We are back from the break, and you are just in time because it's now time for today's bonus Brain Buster. Each team made their wagers anywhere from 0 to 25 points. Lost if they're incorrect, all based on their confidence in today's category, Italy. To deliver today's bonus Brain Buster, here's News 8's Thusmeen Mahfouz. Thusmeen.
Thanks, Rich. Now here's your bonus Brain Buster. Known as the industrial and fashion hub of northern Italy, home to brands like Pirelli, Alfa Romeo, Armani, Versace, and Valentino, this city also houses Leonardo da Vinci's iconic mural, The Last Supper. What city is this? Again, known as the industrial and fashion hub of northern Italy, home to brands like Pirelli, Alfa Romeo, Armani, Versace, and Valentino, this city also houses Leonardo da Vinci's iconic mural, The Last Supper. What city is this? Good luck with your answer. Now back to Studio B. Rich?
Thank you, Thusmeen. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay, we'll wait till everybody closes their pen. Matai is finished. Sir is finished. Okay, sir, we always start with this side of the set, so if you would kindly show us the answer that you put down. Florence, no, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So we're going to have to deduct 25 points from your score. I'm so sorry. Amitai, did you come up with the right answer? Milan. Yes, that is absolutely correct. The fashion capital of the world, and of course, home to Leonardo's Last Supper. Good for you. Adding an additional 25 points. Lancaster Country Day, you have your work cut out for you, but you can do it starting now because we're heading right into today's final frenzy. This time it's 20-point questions. Only 2 signers of the Constitution became U.S. president. Washington was one. Who was the other? See ya.
Thomas Jefferson.
Not he. No, sorry. Amitai.
Adams?
No, James Madison. Estimated to be completed in 2028, the Kingdom Tower in Jeddah will become the tallest building in the world, almost 3 times the height of the Empire State Building. In what country is the city? John?
Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia is the city of Jeddah, yes. Bathsheba is the heroine of Thomas Hardy's Far From the Madding Crowd. Katniss is the heroine of The Hunger Games. Sir? Ooh, sorry, I'm going to complete the question for Selenko. What last name do they share? John?
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen is correct. Only 2 of the 8 planets in our solar system have no moons. What are those 2 planets? Amitai?
Neptune and Uranus?
No, sorry. Lancaster Country Day. James?
Mercury and Venus.
You are correct. They poisoned the cakes he ate. When they didn't work, they shot him and dumped his body in the river. See ya.
Rasputin.
Rasputin, yes. The scenic Skyline Drive runs through this 200,000-acre national park.
Shenandoah Mountains.
Shenandoah National Park and Mountains. Yes, this state's name is the Sioux word for South Wind people. It borders Nebraska, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Colorado. Which state is it, Amitai?
Kansas?
It is Kansas. In the 1920s, it was the center of the literary movement that included Claude McKay, James Weldon Johnson, Zora Neale Hurston, and Langston Hughes. John?
Harlem.
Harlem, of course, it was the Harlem Renaissance. In 1886, he earned a doctor's degree in political science from Johns Hopkins. In 1913, he became the first and still the only president with a PhD. Sir? Woodrow Wilson. It has 4 parts. Peter Keating, Ellsworth M. Toohey, Gail Wyandotte, and Howard Rourke. What is this 1943 novel by Ayn Rand? John?
Atlas Shrugged.
Not Atlas Shrugged, no, sorry. Sir, Fountain is the other one. Yes, it's harder than quartz and topaz, but not as hard as a diamond. What mineral on the Mohs scale has a hardness of 9? Corundum in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. This character has 4 times as many lines as Caesar. In fact, he's the play's central character.
Brutus?
Brutus, sir, is correct. Shelley wrote one to a skylark. Keats wrote one to a nightingale. What kind of lyric? Amitai?
Ode?
They're all odes. Yes, lyric poems are they? Yes, indeed. George Washington was the first one. Dwight Eisenhower was the last. James?
President?
No, sorry. I'm going to complete the question for Selenko. Dwight Eisenhower was the last. Andrew Jackson, both Harrisons, Taylor, Pierce, Andrew Johnson, Grant Hayes, Garfield, and Arthur. What rank do they all hold before John?
General.
They were all generals. Sorry, James. Anticipation did not work in your favor. It's an old European stringed keyboard instrument. It's like a piano, except that the strings are plucked, not hit with hammers. See ya.
Glockenspiel.
No, sorry, not a glockenspiel. What group of musical instruments include the virginal and the spinet? Amitai.
Harpsichord?
The harpsichord is correct. He appeared as a guest on Star Trek The Next Generation. He wrote The Grand Design, The Universe in a Nutshell, and A Brief History of Time. Who was this cosmologist? Amitai again.
Carl Sagan?
No, sorry. James.
Stephen Hawking.
He's the one, yes. In Greek mythology, they were the goddesses of joy, charm, and beauty. In popular culture, they are Jones, Kelly, and Slick. Who are they? They are the Graces, is the correct answer. About twice a month, when the moon is in line with the sun and the earth, the combined gravity of the sun and moon combine to produce large tides. What are those tides called? See ya.
Solar tides.
Nope, sorry. They're called spring tides. Algernon Moncrief poses as Jack Worthing's fictitious brother Ernest to court Jack's ward Cecily, while Jack pretends to be his own brother in order to court Algernon's cousin Gwendolyn. What is this complicated comedy by Oscar Wilde? John?
The Importance of Being Earnest.
Good for you for 20 points. Yes, a monument in... Well, that sound takes us to the end of the round and the end of the game. Boy, they put us all through a lot of work there, but a great game. Congratulations to Solenko. They're going to return for round 2, but I hope you will stay with us because WGAL8 Brainbusters continues right after this short break. Congratulations to Solenko. They will return for round 2 for another Brainbusters challenge. Thank you so much to Lancaster Country Day for participating with us. We know we'll see you on the next season. Please join us next time when Spring Grove takes on Shippensburg. It promised to be a fantastic show. Thank you for inviting us into your homes. Your support means the world to us. Remember, the more you know, the further you'll go. So long, everybody.